Hey everyone, it's Suzanne. I'm back with another video, and this video is all the manicures that I wore in the month of February 2024. If you've never been to my channel, or if you've been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, I will somewhere put a timestamp up on the screen so you can skip right directly to the manicures and skip the rating scale. But if you've never been here before and you've never seen these videos, I do rate my manicures on a scale of 1 to 5, and all of the ratings are based on song lyrics or album titles from different bands and stuff because I love music, so I just thought it was kind of cute. So I rate all my manicures on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. So if they get a number 1, that is hot dog flavored water, that is the worst, and that is an album cover from Limp Bizkit. If they get a number 2, that is How Could You Do Somebody Like That, and that is a song Boiler by Limp Bizkit. If they get a number 3, that is Cause Your Mouth's Writing Checks That Your Ass Can't Cash, and that is a song called Full Nelson by Limp Bizkit. A number 4 is that One Day I Will Get You in My Hands and I'll Play With You, which is a song Play With Me by ICP. A number 5 is Here's What It Looks Like Being the Best, and that is a song called A Cut Above from Avery Watts. So let's just get right into it. So again, remember I rate them on the manicure, not the polishes, but let's just get right into it. So for the month of February, I wore 22 manis with 29 polishes. And before we get into that, I am going to show you what's on my nails. So what's on my nails is a polish from Orly, and this is called Magic Moment, and it's kind of I don't know, I saw this at TJ Maxx and I thought it's different, so I picked it up because I was like, I don't have any Orleys like that. It's like a really light purple, but it has like a blue shimmer. You can kind of see it in the bottle, but that is what I have on my nails. So let's get into the manicures. So first manicure I wore was this polish. This is a beauty from Night Owl Lacquer, and this is called Blue Metallic Hollow. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal on this one. The blue coloring of this polish is just stunning. It was so fabulous. This is one of my faves of the month. It was just a real beauty. I wound up rating this a 5. This is what it looks like being the best because this it's a wonderful polish. Next up, I wore this polish from Swamp Gloss. This is a prototype that I picked up on Black Friday. In my pictures, you'll see a blue blurring blue base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I did use clips to remove this because it does have glitters in it. It had a nice glow to it, but I just don't love it. It does glow in the dark, which that's nice, but no, it's not a keeper for me. But I just did not love this. The glow was amazing on it, but other than that, I just didn't love it. It just was not for me. I am putting this in the giveaway. I wound up rating this a 1 hot dog flavored water because, like I said, it just wasn't for me, and I just didn't care for it. Excuse me. So next up, I wore 1 polish from BCB Lacquer, and this is Resting Grinch Face. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I do have on here to tell you that it was opaque in 2 coats, but sometimes this polish here has like a brown base, and sometimes I find with these like brown bases that you can still see the nail line, and it's like, I don't know if you can really see the nail line or if it's just because it's something to do with that brown base. So I did do 3 coats, but you could have gotten it opaque in 2 coats, and a glossy top coat. Easy removal. It was really glowy. I got this in a mystery box from BCB Lacquer. I'm still not sure how I feel about this. I'm not sure if I'll keep it or if I'll put it in the giveaway at some later time. I love the glow on it. It was pretty, but it just, I don't know. For some reason, I just wasn't feeling it. I wound up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because it just wasn't a fave. And like I said, it might be in a giveaway later at some time, but I don't know. At this moment, I'm undecided. So next up, I wore 1 polish from Polish for Days, and this is Poor Unfortunate Souls. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal. I have down that this was stunning. It's a blurple with a blue to purple glow in it. It was just, oh my gosh, this was so amazing on the nails. I loved it. I wound up rating this a 5 because this is what it looks like being the best, because this is a stunner, just a stunner of a polish. Excuse me. Next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this polish from Zoya, which is called Vesper, which is just kind of like an eggplanty dark purple. And then I put a topper on it. I put this topper from Pinnacle Polish, and it is called Snowfall. And it's just like white little, it's like a clear base with like white little dots. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, 1 coat or 2 coats of the Zoya polish, 1 coat of the Pinnacle, and a glossy top coat. It was easy to remove because I guess these are like tiny, tiny glitters. It was pretty easy. I didn't have to use clips. Easy removal. Pretty. Wasn't my favorite of the month, but very pretty. I wound up rating it a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because it was just kind of like, it could have been better. It didn't wow me, but still both beautiful polishes. Okay. Next up, I wore 3 polishes. I wore this polish from Night Owl Lacquer, which is I Can Smell Fear on You, which is like a pink. It's really, really pretty. In person, it looks neon, but in my pictures, it doesn't look so neon with like these goldy flakies in there. And I also wore this polish, which is from Atomic, and this is Pastel Neon Pink. This is a stunning, just a pastel neon pink. It's beautiful. All these pastels that, pastel neons that came from Atomic were just spot on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then I also wore this polish from Morgan Taylor, and it was Powers of Persuasion. Excuse me. One of the groups, I have something in my throat. One of the groups on Instagram was doing like a mani for Latanya on Lacquer to Lashes, who's on Instagram. And if you all are not watching her, I don't know, you need to get right with your life, as she would say, and find her, because she is a hoot. I mean, it's a good time. She does like swatches, and the only bad thing I would say about her is that if you watch her, you will be persuaded to purchase things. You know, if you're trying to be on a low buy, you might not want to watch her. But as long as you're, able to buy things, she's just a hoot. I mean, she's just a lovely, beautiful personality. I had a totally different idea for how this manicure would turn out, but I messed it up. So then I just kind of went in and just made a stripe to cover up the mess up on my nail art, because I'm not a nail art person. But in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of the Night Owl and the Atomic, and 1 coat of the Morgan Taylor, because like I said, I was trying to write out L to L for Lacquer to Lashes, but it just didn't turn out right, so I just wound up making it a purple stripe and went with it. And a glossy top coat. It was easy removal. Let's see. Okay, I'm keeping all of these but the Night Owl Lacquer. I don't know why it doesn't show as bright. It looks kind of faded in the pictures, but it is bright in person. But I just didn't love it. I'm not a big fan of golden flakies, so I might put that one in the giveaway. I'm undecided at this moment. I'm keeping these 2, but I might put this one in the giveaway. I wound up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because it was just, like I said, I had a totally different vision in my head for that manicure, but it didn't turn out. So I had to just go with a purple stripe to cover it up, because I was like, I don't have time to repaint my nails, so I just have to go with it. But still, it was an okay manicure. It got the job done. Not the job I wanted, but it got the job done. Next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this polish from Lynn B Designs, which is Throne of Lies. I am not sure. I'd have to go back in my spreadsheet and see if I bought this new or if I got this in a mystery, but it's a really deep purplish color with a little bit of hollow in there. And I also wore this polish from Painted Polish, which is Pretty Prince Charming, and it's just a really soft pink. It looks like it's got some type of like maybe greenish glow in there, and it's got like little hollow glitters in there too. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. Easy removal. I like the Painted Polish, but I didn't care for the Lynn B Designs. It was pretty, but it just didn't wow me. I know I'm putting the Lynn B Designs in the giveaway. I feel like I'm putting the Painted Polish in the giveaway too, but I don't want to say this on this video in case I don't wind up doing it, because I do have in my notes that I liked it. But I remember when I look back at the pictures, I wasn't really a fan. But I know the Lynn B's going in the giveaway. I'm undecided about the Painted Polish. I wind up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash. I do think the manicure in the pictures turned out pretty, but like I said, it just didn't wow me. So I just don't love it, so I'm not going to keep it. Next up, I wore one polish from Geekish Glitter Lacquer, and this is What a Brilliant Nose, and it's just really a bright, like, I don't guess it's a true neon, but it's pretty bright orange with like, I believe it has reflective glitters. No, no reflective glitters. Just like some type of hollow glitters in here because I do have it was easy removal. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I have it was easy removal. It was okay. Again, another polish that just didn't wow me. So I am putting this in the giveaway too. I wound up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because I thought looking at it, I would love it because it's bright and I do love bright oranges. But for some reason, I just really just didn't love that one. Next up, I wore one polish from Polish for Days, and this is called Reflection. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal. This was so pretty. This polish went from blue to purple to black. It was just really, really unexpected. Pretty polish. I wound up rating this a 4. That one day I'll get you in my hands and I'll play with you because I can't wait to wear this again and just, you know, do different stuff with it or just plain just wear it again because it was really pretty. Next up, I wore one polish from Red Eyed Lacquer, and this is called It's What Maryland Does. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. It was easy removal. I don't love this type of coloring, and this one just didn't wow me. Because I do have a polish coming up that's similar to this coloring that I love because it wowed me, but this one just didn't wow me. So I am putting this in the giveaway, and I rated it hot dog flavored water. It's a beautiful formula. Red Eyed Lacquer makes beautiful formulas. The coloring just wasn't for me, so I'm just going to put that one in the giveaway. So next up, I wore 2 polishes. This was like my Valentine's Day manicure, which sometimes I do those and sometimes I don't, but I did do one this year. So first up, I wore this polish from Rogue Lacquer, and it is Spicy Disaster, and it's just supposed to be a bright red neon. It's a stunner, I'll just tell you that. And I'm not even a red person. And then I wore on one finger this just, I believe I wore just like just a base coat and just this on one finger. And this is called Cherry Cordial from Dolish Polish. It's a clear base glitter bomb, but it's got like red glitters in there. It's got little hearts in there. It's got silver glitters in there. It's just really cute. And in my photos, you'll see a regular base coat. This is what I say. Okay, now I'm going to tell you what I wore. A regular base coat for the Rogue. I wore a pink blurring base coat for the Dolish. 2 coats of Rogue, 1 coat of Dolish, glossy top coat. Glitter grabber on the Dolish, and then just the glossy top coat. Oh, I'm the worst. Now I'm reading my notes. I actually did not put glitter grabber on this. I wound up putting 2 coats of base coat on the Dolish because when I sat down to do my nails, I had forgotten my glitter grabber, and I'd already started painting when I realized that. So I was like, oh, you can't get up, you'll mess up your nails. So I just wound up doing, instead of glitter grabber, 2 coats of glossy top coat on the Dolish. But I used clips to remove the Dolish. The Rogue Red was so nice, like I said, and I don't even like red. Like, I'm not even a red person, but these were both super cute. It made a very cute, fun Valentine's manicure. I wound up rating it a 3 because your mouse rating checks that your ass can't cash, because I don't think it was amazing. It wasn't amazing over the top, but it was a very cute Valentine's Day manicure. Next up, I wore one polish from Painted Polish, and this is Nobody's Damsel. And it's kind of like a purple with like these bluish, glowish flakes in it. In my picture, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal. It was okay. I love the blue glowy flakes in it, but I didn't really, the base coloring was like, it just didn't wow me. So I'm putting this one in the giveaway. I wound up rating it a 2. How could you do somebody like that? Because it just, like I said, just didn't wow me. It wasn't for me. So might as well just give it to someone else who will love it. Okay, next up, I wore 3 polishes. I wore this prototype from Psych Minerals, which is just kind of this like real mauvey, glowy, pinkish color. I wore this polish from Rogue Lacquer, which is Bubbling and Brewing, and it's a white crelly, and it kind of has like purple and orangey and blackish flakes or glitters in there. It's kind of like Halloweenish colors. And then I wore this polish from Dom Polish, which is Sit Back and Enjoy the Blizzard. which is just kind of like a blurply polish with a reflective glitter in it. So in my pictures, you'll see a purple blurring base coat on the Psych Minerals, a regular base coat on the rest, 3 coats of Psych, 2 coats of the other 2, and then a glossy top coat. It was easy removal. I didn't really like any of these, so I'm putting them all in the giveaway. I want to bring this manicure one, hot dog flavored water. I just didn't really like any of them. The Dom was on the verge of being okay, but it's got those reflective glitters, and I was like, okay, it's just, to me, on the verge of being okay. And I know someone's going to love this polish. It came out in her advent, not this year, but last year. So a Christmas, not this last Christmas, but the Christmas before that. I know somebody will love that, but I just know I'm not ever going to want to wear it or pull it again because of the reflective glitters. And the other 2 polishes, I just didn't care for them. So again, that was a 1 hot dog flavored water. All those are going in the giveaway. So next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this polish from Nerd Lacquer, and it is called Hodge Conjecture. I was like, contour? No, it's Conjector. And it's a really pretty, like, I don't know, it looks stunning in the bottle, but I don't think it pulls off as well on the nails. But it's like a glowy blue, just a real pretty, like, mid-tone blue, really, really pretty. And I also wore this from Cuticula Petal to the Metal, which is like a grapey purple with, like, pinkish or golden flakes in there. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of both polishes, and a glossy top coat. Easy removal. I didn't like either one of these. I'm putting them in the giveaway. I want to bring this a manicure, a hot dog flavored water. Neither one of these polishes, like I said, I was already on the fence about the Cuticula. I was like, I might not like it because I just know me and purples and just my preferences. I might not like it. I thought I would love this Nerd Lacquer one, but I just didn't. It's beautiful in the bottle, but I just didn't like it. So those are both going in the giveaway. Next up, I wore 1 polish from Chameleon Nails, and this is called the Unicorn Glade. And it is a really pretty, I don't know how to describe this blue, like a mid-tone blue with these like pinkish flakies in there. It's just really, really stunning. In my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. The removal was easy. The polish was okay. It didn't wow me when I was wearing it, but when I look back at the pictures, it's really stunning. I think it looks really pretty on my nails in the pictures, but in person, I remember I was like, I don't know about it. But when I look back at the pictures, I really, really loved it. So I'm going to keep this one for now. It could possibly make it into a giveaway. I did wind up rating it a 4, though, that one day I will get you in my hands and I'll play with you, because based on my pictures, I think it looks really pretty in my pictures, like I said. But in person, I can remember not really jiving with that polish, but in my pictures I'm like, oh, it looks really pretty. So I'm on the fence about him, but really pretty polish. Next up, I wore 1 polish from Sweet and Sour Lacquer, and this is Oh My Lantana. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This was easy removal. This was really bright, really glowy. I just don't know if I love it because I don't really love base coats like this. I was hoping it would pull more orange than red, and it does pull more orange than red, but I'm still just on the fence about it. I mean, I think I'll keep it for now, but I don't know. This could be in a giveaway too, but I wind up rating this a 3 because your mouse writing checks that your ass can't cash, because I had higher hopes for it than it pulled off in my pictures. But it is a really, like, if you're into reddy oranges, you'll love this because the glow is wonderful, wonderful. The polish is beautiful. I'm not a big fan of that base coloring, but I did just purchase it, so I don't know, because in the swatch pictures, I was like, oh my gosh, if I could pull it off more orange, I will love it. And I knew if it pulled off more red, I wouldn't love it, but I do think it pulled off more orange. It's like sometimes it looked orange and sometimes it looked red, honestly, on my nails, depending on the lighting that you were in. But I'm going to keep that for now, but I don't know. It could wind up being in a giveaway eventually. Next up, I wore 1 polish. This is from Lurid Lacquer, and this is Through Drought and Abundance. And in my pictures, you'll see 2 coats of purple blurring base coat. So I did put 2 coats of a purple blurring base coat on this one. Only one coat of polish, and then a glossy top coat. It was easy removal. This was stunning. The shifts, this changed so many different colors and different lightings, and the glow was just, I can't speak highly enough of this. Really impressed. This is a new brand, Lurid Lacquer, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I loved all the ones I swatched, and this is the first one I wore, and I really, really liked it. Really impressed with it. Stunning, beautiful. I wound up rating this a 5 because this is what it looks like being the best, because it's a good one. It is a good one. Okay, next up, I wore one polish from Psych Minerals, and this is December 22 PPU Proto. I picked up a bunch of these just this last Black Friday from her, a bunch of Protos, because she had them super cheap. But this is just like a purple with a really pretty blue glow in it. In my pictures, I wore a blurring base coat, 3 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I have that it was easy removal. Pretty, but I don't like how it shows tip wear. I don't know if you can see it on my pictures, but like immediately after letting it dry, and it wasn't really shrinkage, I don't think, because I've never had that problem with other polishes. Just I've had it with just a few polishes here and there, but this was one of them. Right immediately after right immediately after polishing it, it looks like it has tip wear, even though I know it doesn't have tip wear because I just now painted it. Like as soon as it's dry, it's showing tip wear. So I don't really like that, how it shows the tip wear. So I'm putting this in the giveaway, and I wind up rating it a 1 hot dog flavored water. It's beautiful, but I just have a lot of polishes, honestly, and I mean, the smallest thing could get you nixed out of my collection anymore, because my collection is just big enough, you know. I mean, it's giant. So just like I said, the tiniest thing could get you nixed out, and showing the tip wear got it nixed out. But someone's going to love that polish. Someone's going to play around with it. They're going to figure out not to have that tip wear, or the tip wear doesn't bother them. I don't know, you know, but someone's going to love that polish, just not me. Next up, I wore one polish from BCB Lacquer, and this is I Killed the Teen Dream, Deal With It. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is kind of like a light green with all these different glitters in it. It's a really fun polish. I do have its easy removal. I just said it was glitters, but I have easy removal, and I do have written. It's flakes. It looks like glitters, but it's flakes, so it's easy removal. I didn't love it. I wanted to, because I love a good Crelly like this, but for some reason, I just didn't love this one. I wound up rating this a 2. How could you do somebody like that? And I'm putting it in the giveaway. It's a beautiful polish, wonderful formula. I just, for whatever reason, just did not love that polish. Okay. Next up, I wore 2 polishes. I wore this polish from Painted Polish, which is called, let me get it right, which is called Mystery Crelly Dix, and it's just like a really pretty like sky baby leaning blue with, let me see, it's got like purple or goldy glitters in there. It's hard to tell just from looking at it, and I can't remember what it looked like in my pictures. And then I also wore this polish from Red Eyed Lacquer, which says it's called I Can't, I'll Wrinkle My Dress. It's a really pretty purple with like these glowy flakes in it. It's a really light, like lilac-y purple. So in my pictures, I have on a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. I use clips to remove the painted polish. I don't know how I feel about these. I think the red-eyed lacquer would be pretty if you wore it with an undie, because it comes off very light in person. So I think you need a good undie to pull it off. But I am putting both of these in the giveaway because, like I said, the smallest thing can get you nixed out of the collection anymore nowadays. But they're beautiful polishes. Someone's going to love them. I wind up rating them a 1 hot dog flavored water. I just didn't love them, so they got to go. I know that sounds mean, but I just didn't love them, so they got to go. Then next up, I wore, if I can get my page to turn, I wore one polish from Pinnacle Polish, and this is Split Pea Soup, and it's in my pictures. Let me tell you about my pictures. You'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. This is like a prugly, lovely polish. It was easy removal. It is just a beautiful prugly. I just loved it. It's just, oh my gosh, it's got gold flakies, and I normally don't like gold flakies, but because I guess it goes so well with this green, it just really, I did not want to take this off. It's just a really pretty polish. I loved it. I wound up rating it a 5. This is what it looks like being the best. It's just a really pretty polish, and I feel like Pinnacle is an underrated brand. I feel like no one ever talks about them. The formula on this was like impeccable. It was, I mean, I want to say it's the best formula I've seen on a polish in a while, and I see a lot of polishes, and a lot of these polishes do have amazing formulas, but this one was just like a notch above all the other polishes. Like I was just so like just wowed by the formula. And most polishes, the formula doesn't wow me anymore because any makers have gotten so good that 99.9% of the any makers out there know how to make amazing formula polishes. So when I put a polish on, I don't really even think about the formula that much because they're all great. Um, every once in a while, you'll get one, and a lot of times it's made by an indie maker who makes great formulas, but just for some reason, that polish just either slipped through the cracks or it's something to do with, I don't make indie polishes, so I don't know all the terminology or the wording, but something to do with like the the stuff they put the ingredients that they put in there, that it just the formula just didn't uh, turn out right. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. Most makers make amazing polishes. They might have one or two that slips through the cracks, and I don't think it's the maker's fault. I think it's something to do with the ingredients just didn't turn out to make that polish a nice polish. But like I said, when I put that on, I was like, oh my gosh, this formula is a stunner. And I don't really notice a good formula anymore because I have so much. I noticed a bad formula, but as far as a good formula, they're all, so many of them are so good, so I don't really notice it. But when I put that on, I was just like, whoo, like I said, it's like a step above. But like I feel like that's a brand that just no one talks about, and I don't even own a whole lot of polishes from them. I did sign up to be on their email list, so hopefully they'll email me and I can see when they release new polishes, because they are the type of brands that shuts down their sites when they're not, you know, when they don't have a new collection out or when they're working on a new collection, they shut down their site. So I did sign up for their email, so hopefully I'll get them and I can enjoy more of their polishes because it was just really, really nice. And then the last polish I wore for the month is this one from Moonshine Manny, and this is called Bubblegum in a Dish. And in my pictures, you'll see a regular base coat, 2 coats of polish, and a glossy top coat. Um, this is, oh my gosh, the more I looked at this on my nails, like in the bottle, I'm like, oh, it's pretty. And I was like, I don't know if I'll like it because these colorings are kind of like on the fence for me, but this polish was so pretty on the nails, just really, really pretty. I couldn't stop looking at it when I wore it, just really pretty. It has like a pink glow to it, which you can kind of see it right there, which comes off on the nails, which is really, really pretty. I do have that this was had a slight scrubbing to it. I wound up rating this a 4 because one day I will get you in my hands and I'll play with you because I cannot wait to play with that polish again. So those are all the polishes I wore for the month, and not that my monthly manicures videos aren't long enough. I decided to add like a new little segment, I guess you would call it, in here, where I give you my top 3 manis of the month. So, and these are in no particular order. And some months I might not have 3, and I'll just say I didn't have 3, but these are the top manicures of the month. I don't know if I can find these polishes. I will try to find them. Okay, they're, like I said, they're in no particular order. So one of them, top manicures, is this one from Pinnacle Polish, split pea soup. It was just, it was good. It was good, guys. I can't get over how good it was. It was just a stunner. I'm going to try to see if I can find the other polishes. If not, I'll insert pictures up here. Okay, another one that I picked as a top mani was this one from Polish for Days, and this is Poor Unfortunate Souls. I wound up getting this. I'm not sure where I got this. I was going to say I got it in a mystery, but now I think about it, I think I purchased it. I'd have to go back on my spreadsheet and look at it. But this was just pretty. It was glowy. The shifts, sometimes it looked purple, sometimes it looked blue. It was just a stunning, stunning polish. And then the last polish I wound up rating as a top polish for the month, or top manicure for the month, was, these are always going to be top manis, not polishes, was from the Lured Lacquer Through Drought and Abundance. This was just so stunning. It had so many beautiful shifts and different lightings, and it just looked really, really pretty on the nails. Just really, really stunning. So I'm going to try to add that to my monthly manicures if I can remember, and we'll see, because at the end of the year, I wanted to do top manicures, but then I was like, because I wear so many combos, I was like, oh, that polish wouldn't be a top polish, but it wouldn't be a top manicure. So I decided at the end of the year to do top polishes and not top manis. So I'm just going to try to incorporate my top 3 manis of the month at the end of my videos. But that's all I have for you today. If you wore any standout polishes in the month of February, let me know what you wore, because I would love to look it up and see what everyone had on their nails. If you like these type of videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you over here. I do monthly giveaways of nail polish every single month to subscribers. I try to provide a good time over here. I don't know, but anybody who has been subscribed for a while, I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot that you all stick around and you all take time out of your day to watch me because, you know, who has time anymore nowadays to do, you know, no one has time. Everyone's so busy, but I really do appreciate that you take time out of your busy day, your busy life, your busy schedule to sit and watch me. I so appreciate it. But that's all I have for you today. I hope everyone has a great day. Remember, keep polishing. Bye.